Hello. Got this little timer keeping track of time. Miami Manny here. Um, as you know, I recently published this YouTube video for my subscribers anyway, or whoever's watching. I published this YouTube video, basically blue shortwave going into little speck in the ground. It zooms in, and well, it's just Windows Movie Maker effect, but you see it go to atom. Then the little atom goes crazy for a second. I should have made it crazier. And then it shoots out the other side as a red wavelength. And it shoots into a carbon dioxide atom. And from there you see it heat up the atmosphere. And shaking up atom. So I had some help. Not help. I got confused in some of the particle simulations. I couldn't get it to work right. So I had asked Broken Jack's quick question, and he helped me out. And he had suspected that I had gone the atom to move using what's called a parent. So let me show you what that is. Let me restore this so I can keep an eye on my timer and know how much time I have left. So let's get our crystal in the center, add mesh, and let's put in a UV sphere, I suppose. Alright, let's grab it and move it over on the Y axis, let's say around 5 units. And then in the middle, I'm going to put in an empty. It doesn't have to be an empty for this example, but for the heck of it. And go and press N. It's going to open this transform properties, and I'm going to, this is like a little parent, specifying a parent here, and put the empty like that. And now when I go with the empty and I press R, I can move that around like a pivot type of thing. Let's see. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you figured probably scale this down something like that, right? And then I don't know, make this maybe emit light, and go to shaders and have it emit whatever. It just needs to be a bright light. Make it even smaller. And then whatchamacallit, and you could have an animation, let's see, from 1, and then let's see, save the rotation, and then advance maybe 50 frames, and then change it, something, let's say around there, and save that. Okay, I'm pressing I to do that, by the way. So anyway, animate. You can see all the capabilities you could have with that, and let me see if I could. I can't render a picture. I just have. Let me move my camera to the layer I'm working on. Let's see. Let me grab my camera. Move it to around there. Move it back a bit, and let's render an image. Well, the background is black, but you can see the little white sphere there. So I assume by tweaking it a bit, you could get it to look like the particles I did. But I mean, the point about this was that's not what I did. With using Broken Jack's tutorial on tornadoes, I actually went ahead and created a path for each particle, like so. So if I can select the planes here, you'll see the particles moving. Press Alt A, and you can see them moving along the specified paths that I've drawn out for them. So I mean, I didn't really want to mean this as a tutorial video, but basically showing you how I did it for the heck of it. But let me run you through it, I guess. I mean, if you know the basics of Blender, this should be easy to keep up with. So I'm going to create a plane. I'm also going to add a Bezier curve. Alright, I run into problems with this Bezier curve because the particle shoots to the beginning of wherever the Bezier curve is, so I'm guessing it's this one. So let me send that to the center of the grid. No, that's not what I wanted. Selection to cursor. There we go. Alright, so that's at the center. And one thing to know, we need to make this a 3D object. Okay, so press the 3D button here and we can see now it's 3D, and I can go ahead and lift it up. Let's change views for a second. Let's go into this one. Alright, so I want top view here, and have a little side view here. That works. So to add a new curve, I just press Control and left mouse click. Right, we can see it sends it down right away, and then let's go ahead and twist it. And maybe to add a point of reference, let's add maybe a UV sphere. Oh, let's get out of edit mode first, of course. Add UV sphere, and we can make it a bit smaller than that. Okay. Anyway, we need to focus on this guy. Let's see. And you can basically see how I can edit this out. Let's see. Oh, of course, we need to move the sphere higher. Has to be above the plane. And now we can mess with the curve more effectively. Keep it touching the plane to some degree. Okay, and the arrows are good. You can see this is the beginning of the curve and it's going towards there, so it's going to follow this path. So let's go back to a side view and let's make this thing let's make it go around. So let's add another one here and get rid of the manipulator. I know you don't like the manipulator, Brokajax. I knew. Okay, and you can move that up. So you see how I could create an entire path for this, and it would take some time to tweak it to just the right way, but that's basically my technique, and I'm not going to get into it too much. But I got 2 minutes left, so let's emit a particle through this. Let me just change one thing. Starting to get lost here. I wanted to avoid going inside the sphere. There we go. So from all sides, it looks perfect. Excellent. Alright, so now let's go ahead and have this plane shoot out a particle. And we just need to add new, make sure this is 1, make sure this is 1, and let's have it animate for the whole animation. Default's 250, but it can last longer, I suppose. And oh, of course, I also need to set this up as a curve guide. So curve guide, clump it, press Alt A. And excellent. Here, let me if you click on the plane, the particle will glow white and you'll be able to see it. It's going in its low path. Very, very nice. Okay, so it only lasts for 250 frames, but let's go ahead and the way you get multiple ones, of course, is just duplicating it. But there's a little trick to that, because you have to first of all make sure this is smaller and make it affect only a certain distance, and you can see the little radius of the dotted circle there. So this works just fine. So we can now go ahead and duplicate. Okay, rotate on y-axis. Excellent. And now if I click both the planes, you can see them both glow white and go around the atom. Okay, I got 10 seconds left, so that's basically it. If anyone has any other questions, I mean, that's just on the electrons. Okay, I need to stop the video. Bye bye, guys.